Yo, what's the deal, good people? Grand afternoon, evening. It's Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology with the Astro-Weather Weekend. Yeah, a little late, busy with clients this morning. Had a late start, kind of still under the weather. But thank you for your well wishes and your love. Had to call in the troops, see my doctor friend, get some of the medicine, and I'm trying to get better and get back to being myself. Still trying to catch up with some clients and stuff like that, but it's all good. And what do we got this weekend? The moon is now dancing in Sagittarius. We're looking at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, breaking down March 29th, 30th, and 31st, Good Friday. Okay, and Resurrection Sunday. Yeshua. Yeah, God is good all the time. So the Sagittarius Moon, it's adventurous, fun, seeking freedom, wisdom, beliefs, philosophies, the law, what's the right thing to do? Shoot, wifey got this. Yeah. So, we leave the Scorpio moon behind and we deal with a Sag moon weekend, and late on Sunday night it will slip into Capricorn before before Monday. But basically it's a Sag moon weekend, all right, since we're doing Astro weather a little later too. What's going to happen? Well, you're going to see the Sag moon being a trine to all those Aries placements. Now you'll see it more on Saturday, where it's going to hit the North Node and Chiron, and early tomorrow morning, late tonight, the Sun. It'll finish up at around 4 degrees East Coast tonight, 5 degrees West Coast. Okay, so tomorrow morning, as you awaken, as you rise up on Sabado, the Sabbath, you'll have the Sun trine the Moon, which is, the internal external self kind of being in the harmonious energy of the trine. Now, as the moon is in Sag right now, it's already making that square today and this evening, Friday, to Mars and Pisces. Then it's going to hit the Saturn and the Venus and the Neptune. So that's kind of on the slate for the weekend. So we're going to get to the chart and the astro weather. My Tar Heels lost last night. I was upset. Tonight we got some good games. Creighton, Tennessee, and Duke is playing. Houston, Purdue's playing. So we'll have, 4 games. Should be fun. Then we'll have the Elite 8 Saturday, Sunday, and get ready for the Final 4 next Saturday and the championship next Monday. On the total Aries solar eclipse. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Listen, avoid all the noise and distractions and focus within. This energy is very intense in between the eclipses and Mercury retrograde starting on Monday. So we need the introspection. We have to kind of understand that this Mercury is going to dance back and forth. As the retrogrades on the 1st, back to 15 degrees, hitting that Chiron and North Node again. And so it's about us trying to tap in to heal our childhood wounds, about taking action, about initiating, about being assertive and aggressive, right? Remember, Aries is the new beginning, the leader, the boss. Oh, and Aries birth chart sales rocking to April 20th. Email me directly, same with Coffee Talk, which will be Saturday, April 13th, 12 noon Eastern. And yes, we're going to look at the chart. I got to decide on the date of the COVID-19 pandemic. So March 11th is when the WHO announced the pandemic, and then USA on the 13th declared the state of emergency and all that. But I may go with the March 11th chart. I'm going to look at the 13th. The March 11th chart is really deep and dope. So I'll just kind of intuitively tap in and pray on that, see which chart I'm going to do. Either way, it's similar energy in terms of the stellium in Capricorn with Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, the two, great malefic, great benefic, and Pluto. And then the only thing that's going to shift is the moon from the 11th to the 13th. So we'll see. But either way, astrological coffee talk number, God, I think we're up to 27. It's going to be Saturday, April 13th at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So looking forward to that. Let's get to the chart and break down. Can you believe March is almost over? The madness. Baseball started. Yankees won. Diamondbacks won 16-1. The D-backs. Go ahead, fellas. So I told you I have Dodgers, Yankees in the World Series. I'd like to see Yankees, Diamondbacks. I like the Diamondback team being out here in Arizona, root for them. And, UConn won last night, Illinois. So I don't know, now that my Tar Heels are gone, I guess I got to root for Connecticut or maybe just upsets, maybe some upsets. It'd be cool to see Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars win. And, Sagittarius Moon. Sagittarius rules the hips and thighs. So it's definitely a good weekend for the sports. And to, give praises to the Most High, Yeshua, Yahweh, God. Thank you for Resurrection Sunday. Let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather 29, 30, 31. I get it done, son. I'm number one, hun. Oh, my goodness. It's coming together. BigEAstrology, Astro-Weather. All right. Yeah, we don't look at any particular ascendant, but I might as well see what's going on with that Leo ascendant because it's 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Still got the Juno in Virgo. And Black Moon Lilith is remaining and dancing in Libra. Okay. So you see the Sagittarius Moon, 1 degrees. And, like I said, it's going to finish up about 4 degrees East Coast, 5 degrees West Coast. So as you can see up here, when you have the Sag Moon squaring the Mars in Pisces. So, this is the interesting energy because when I think about sports tonight and the games, whether it's baseball, college basketball, the NBA, I don't know, sensing a little bit of dreamlike stuff, maybe a buzzer beater, and a potential foot injury. But the moon squaring Mars, it's the internal mind, the emotions, body health, right? That's why we're talking about it. Mars in Pisces, Mars cuts, separates, divides, procedures. But remember, when you're talking about Sag and Pisces, both Jupiter energies, Sag more dogmatic, Pisces more spiritual. Okay? So this is where, for your own self, there can be some disagreements about beliefs and philosophies, right? Right now, people could be like, oh, well, it wasn't Pontius Pilate, it was this, or it wasn't this, and Jesus did that and didn't do that, and don't call him Jesus, call him Yeshua. There can be those type of debates with the Sag Moon squaring Mars and Pisces, and it can also, just be a time where people are staying in gratitude and finding the purity in Good Friday. You know what I mean? And, sometimes we just have to stay in gratitude, right? And be thankful for what Jesus, I know I'm thankful. I stays praising Jesus because let me tell you, that's what got me through what I went through. Oh, and make sure you check my interviews and media playlist because my podcast just came out, Tales of Resilience, hosted by Sabrina, and it was an amazing interview. She's so sweet and kind and did a great job with the edits. So check that out. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I've shared it on my community page. It's in my playlist and some of my social media as well. And I think she's going to send me some clips that I can put up on my YouTube shorts as well. Okay, so yeah, check that out. Definitely support and subscribe to her channel. It's pretty popular, her videos and stuff like that. Talking about my NDE, astrology and spirituality. We get pretty deep in astrology, so it's a really fun interview. Now, this moon, as you know, for Friday, we're also going to see it's not going to hit any of the trines in Aries. You see, it will hit the sun, but it's not going to be until you're waking up in the morning. Now, remind you, tomorrow we'll start the second decan, right? So we'll be in the Aries Leo decan, a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more creative, heart-centered. Today's the last day of the Aries decan, that pure Sophic Aries. And going up to 13 degrees, it's, the lunar mansion behind it is a south node. So these people can be a little bombastic, a little explosive and stuff like that. But you see, we got the north node and Chiron and Mercury. And Mercury's kind of slowing down. It's been at 26 degrees for a minute because it's about to retrograde on April 1st. Which is kind of fascinating that it's happening on April 1st, April Fool's Day, Oh, man. And some people feel that not March 20th is the real new year and the equinox. Some people feel it's April 1st. And I've even heard people, try to say that Jesus was born on April 1st, not September 11th. Who knows? You know what I mean? There's a lot. It definitely wasn't December 25th, but I tend to resonate with the Capricorn rising, Pisces moon in the third house, planetary joy, and the Virgo sun and his father's teachings in the ninth house. Kind of makes sense, the description of the weather and the time and the placement of, the Magi and the three wise men and the stars, So do your own research. Jupiter conjunct Uranus. You see it's getting closer and closer. It's 4 degrees apart. So this is still a time to get your crystals, do your connecting and downloads in nature. Jupiter-Uranus, April 21st is the exact conjunction. And that's the start of Taurus season, right? That will be the start of the birth chart sale for Taurus. April 20th, Aries ends, okay? So I think overall we're dealing with some good energy. The weather's turning warmer. People want to be outside, go on the adventures, that Sag moon. And sometimes you just got to sun gaze, right? Sunrise, sunset, very good to integrate the sun to your body. And be careful of those sunscreens. That's what brings on a lot of the skin cancer. So just be mindful and careful. Read your labels. Ingredients, right? We're wifey, Sabale Pure. It's all about the ingredients. So you want to go get good ingredients for deodorant, body oil, tooth powder, lip balms. Go check out sabalepure.com, SABALI Pure, right? And not just organic and vegan, it's also compostable, and you're supporting a small business and a Black-owned business, all right? Got to support a woman. And it's amazing. It's not just because she's my wife. I would actually buy the stuff if I just met her like at a festival or something too. Not just because she's wifey, because it is really pure. You get the squeaky clean teeth and it takes away the morning breath. I ain't had morning breath in feels like a couple of years. So that's a blessing. So, the nodes are going to still be doing their dance and get ready for April 8th. As we get closer, we'll talk about it more. And I'll probably edit my video from Coffee Talk like I did the Libra lunar eclipse and put that out there. And I got to try to get some shorts from my interview that was really fun with galactic astrologer Lisa Brady. I've just been so busy with clients and under the weather, but I'm going to try to get that up tonight or tomorrow as well. All right, so let's check out the Chizzy. As you know, I get busy from March 30th, Sabado, the real Sabbath, the day of discipline. All right, Astro-Weather, March 29th, BigEAstrology. Pew. I seek it Saturday. Yeah, we're looking at 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, Lilith still in Libra, and the Sag Moon dancing, okay? So definitely has moved along, and 10 degrees. Look at that, is trining perfectly the Aries Sun, 10 degrees. So, you're waking up, doing your thing Saturday morning, going to soccer, going to the festivals, going to church, synagogue, doing your thing. It's a harmonious energy. And so when you think about Sagittarius and Aries, two fire signs, they're both very much on the move. I think more than the Leo, right? Sag is the hips and thighs. It's always on the go. Aries, they can't sit still. They've constantly got to move. Leo is fixed fire. That's the only fire sign that's a little bit more, their movement is more creative, and it's when their heart is in it. So this sun trine the moon, this is definitely an explorative energy. And I think it's where we can definitely feel kind of lit up on Saturday. A little bold, brave, and courageous, and really just feeling antsy. You're like, hey, this is the first warm Saturday in spring. I got to boogie, I got to move, Now, you see with that Sag moon, it's going to be trining Saturn on Saturday. Squaring. So there could be some sort of restrictions. There could be some sort of, I would say even delays, some fear and anxiety. You're like not understanding this energy. You're coming up off of a wild dream. You're feeling like, nothing feels normal. So you have to understand all the stuff that's going on right now. There's no reason to fear anything. You have got to stay on the vibration in the 5D, the positivity vibrating from your heart chakra. I'll admit it's hard to ignore all the noise when you're dealing with Bridges and Diddy and this and that, but it's just not worth it because we're not in control of stuff. We can't create a ceasefire. We can't do this. We can't do that. But we can send love from our heart chakra. We can pour love into our loved ones, our family, our parents, our spouses, our children, our siblings. We can be intentional with sending out positive vibrations and frequencies from our third eye, our crown, and heart chakra. And so really, that's what needs to be said and done. You know what I mean? Be very intentional about your words and your dreams. And it's okay. It's a passionate energy. Sag moon, Aries sun, it's like work, 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 go, 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 go. All I'm up in the flow, flow, flow. And so the moon will finish up at around 16 degrees on the East Coast, 17 on the West Coast. So it'll, more so as you wake up Sunday morning, square the Venus and Pisces. But remember I told you, look, Venus, Neptune is getting closer and closer. So this is the fantasy, the dream, the ideal relationship. Oh my God, I just love him so much. Oh my God, I love her, yo. You don't understand, son. She's the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? You can be very idealistic and unrealistic about love and relationships. So just be careful. Don't be self-sacrificing, and don't let people take advantage of you and fall for deception or delusion when it comes to the lens of relationships. Because Venus conjunct Neptune in Pisces is whoa. Now, it could be great creatively. This could be scrapbooking. This can be film photography. You can go out and be like, oh man, Saturday morning, I'm going to catch the sunrise and get some amazing pictures and put it up on my wall, or I'm going to do some stuff for the gram and yada, yada, yada. So it's definitely a very creative energy, so I think that's a great way to tap in to nature and tap into the beauty, to the agape Christ-like love, the book of Ephesians. Venus and Pisces is so pure, you guys. That's that sucking Stockhouse, fairy blood. Okay, now that Sag moon trining the sun, yes, it's going to, as the night comes, as the sun sets, it will trine the Aries North Node. So this is where we can assert ourselves about our beliefs, about our philosophies. There could be, it's a holy weekend. You've heard that there were a lot of ministers and pastors and stuff who sent in a letter to the president talking about demanding a ceasefire. And so that's the type of thing. You may hear a lot of clergy, a lot of priests and pastors, leading protest over the weekend, talking about, hey, we can't have killing of innocent children and a genocide during, Resurrection Sunday and Good Friday and, Holy Saturday, all that stuff. People are going to speak up and speak out. North Node, right? The Sag Moon trining the Aries Sun, the Lamb. Yeah, it's going to happen. So I think, we have to understand that we just have to pray for peace, all over the world, Ecuador, Iran, Yemen, Congo, and all over America. It's, I'm not getting into all the stuff, but I just, I don't know. I send love to everybody, but I think we have to see Jupiter, Uranus, and Taurus. We've got to commune and get the wisdom from the animals and the plants and the trees, the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, the lyrical MCs with the bee's knees. Yeah, get the frequency from the bees, man, and the toning, right? Remember, vibration and sound therapy is the way of the future, right? Pluto and Aquarius, you're going to see a lot of things with technology for sound therapy healing, okay? And it's going to be really powerful and transformative. And that's part of the Pluto Aquarius with the science, technology, social reform, social justice, power to the people. So you're going to see a lot of positive things that can change energy to help people, okay? And use technology and AI to your benefit, So understand that, Saturday should be a interesting day. And I forgot to mention on Friday that Sag Moon goes in. Yeah, it's going to sextile Pluto and Aquarius. That can be a very interesting time as well. All right. So let's get to March 31st. God, I can't believe March is over. Woo. All right. Astro weather for Secret Saturday. And now we're going to Domingo. Sleep on it Sunday. Pew. All right. Sunday. That's my fun day. Resurrection Sunday, yeah. Well, look at that moon, okay? So the Sagittarius Moon will be wrapping up. This is 12 noon Eastern, excuse me, 9 a.m. Pacific, and it's at 23 degrees. So it's quite literally going to wrap up 29 degrees East Coast, and then probably midnight West Coast. It'll be getting ready to enter into Capricorn. So, yeah, I came on late enough that we're just rocking with a Sagittarius Moon weekend. And that's all right. That's okay. We had a Scorpio Moon Friday until about, till about 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. So the Sag Moon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So just enjoy and you can emotionally speak about your philosophies and beliefs and share your ideologies, but sometimes, especially on a holy, spiritual, powerful weekend, Sagittarius Moon can be dogmatic, and this moon at 23 degrees, right? It's going to square to Venus and the Neptune. So this is where you got to be careful on Sunday. You don't want to get into any arguments about your beliefs, philosophy, spirituality, religion. Like, it can get heated. Okay, so just try to avoid that. But the Sag Moon is trining Aries and Mercury, right? And it's coming off early in the morning, but really while you're sleeping, trining Chiron. So you could have some interesting dreams. Okay, Saturday night into Sunday morning, 3 a.m. in the morning. You could tap into your childhood and be like, you know what? I'm going to be a creative, brave leader, But, this is right before Mercury goes retrograde. So the Sag moon is kind of hitting it and, giving it a little boom, 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 boom. Let's go back to my room. A little boom, boom before the retrograde tomorrow on April 1st, Monday. Okay. So, yeah, 27 degrees, and we'll go back to, I think it goes back to 15. That was the start of the retrograde, the shadow. Yeah. I mean, this is the start of the retrograde, but that was the point that it goes back to, 15 degrees, which will be right on the north node. Okay. So enjoy Sunday. Hey, be in gratitude. Even if you're not a Christian, you still, can respect other people's holidays and religions, right? I was all about honoring Ramadan on March 10th and, Passover coming up in April, the end of April, whatever. I think sometimes we get caught up in people having a different God and fighting for this and that or whatever. But I think if we really look deeper and look within and love and introspection, there's one God and one creator. And we may have different names and stuff like that. This could take us back to the Tower of Babel. But, I think it's about the appreciation and understanding, enough humility that there's definitely something bigger, better, stronger, much faster than us. And, these are times where some people think it's like, the end times and end of the world. Who knows? But definitely, if you want to stay in purity and love in your heart, and here's the second deacon, Aries Leo deacon, stay on that heart chakra. That's important. Okay. And it's going to be like that for Mercury retrograde and the Aries total solar eclipse, the Aries Leo deacon. No accidents. It all lines up and it all makes sense if you really understand and understand. Okay. So have a wonderful Astro-Weather Weekend, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Get ready for April season and holla at your boy, Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology at gmail.com. Visit the website, email me, sign up for the newsletter, Coffee Talk. I'll be getting out my next newsletter this week, inviting you to Coffee Talk, sharing my isms and more. And understand that the Aries birth chart sales for the sun, moon, and rising. Okay. And Mars and Pisces. I wonder if that was the stuff with the bridges too, Yeah. You just never know. You really never know. There's a lot of deception and confusion going around. Look at the videos and this one's that and not that. And it's not really Kate Middleton and the AI and arresting somebody, and it's not really Diddy, and it's not this, and who they really, making him fall for the power people above him, politicians, entertainers, athletes, music executives. Always have spiritual discernment. I'll just say that, There's a lot of darkness in the world, but we got to stay positive and spread the love and the light. All right. Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology, Astro-Weather, sleep on it Sunday. Pew. All right, y'all. That's the Astro-Weather Weekend. Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology, the Sagittarius Moon, the mutable fire sign. Trying not to be emotionally too preachy or dogmatic this weekend. Enjoy nature, faith, Resurrection Sunday, and prayers and love to all those who honor and praise Jesus and Hey, I stay in my truth and I love Jesus. That's my Lord and Savior. All right. So enjoy and be smart and just know that there's a lot going on right now. You got to look within, heal your childhood wounds, spiritual discipline, honor the Saturn in Pisces, and be mindful of delusion and deceptions. Okay, you got this. And you can email me, BigEAstrology@gmail.com. Black Moon Lilith, Chiron, Coffee Talk, Aries birth chart sale. I'm all here for you. All right? Have a good one. The Astro-Weather. BigEAstrology. You heard me? Let's send some more healing prayers my way. I still need it. But I should be better hopefully by Monday. God is good all the time.